One of our favorite places to visit when we're in South Dakota is the beautiful Badlands National Park. This is just breathtaking, and honestly, the videos and photos just don't do it justice. You have to go see it yourself. The reason we like it so much is obviously the views, and the kids have a lot of climbing opportunities. They like to run around and climb and go all over the place, and it's perfect for that. The Badlands National Park is about an hour from Rapid City, which we've stayed in Rapid City and gone to Badlands National Park, and we've also stayed at a KOA, if you don't know what that is, a Campground of America. And we've stayed there. I think it was in the one near Mount Rushmore. Badlands is about an hour and a half drive from Mount Rushmore if you're planning to do that as well. If you want to camp at Badlands, there are places you can camp. There's like backwoods camping. So I don't think that there's like full hookups or anything of that nature. My kids wouldn't survive, honestly. So we just stay at the family campgrounds or a hotel or something like that. There are, I think, 8 trails that you can do at Badlands. We've been about 4 times, and I feel like we've only done about 3 or 4 of the hikes, and I don't even know if we've finished all of them, if I'm being honest. We just kind of go and wander. And this right here this is when you first park and you get off. You basically can get out of your car and just walk over, and so there's the parking lot there. We could spend days here, honestly. It's such a massive place. There are 244,000 acres here, and they have lots of different wildlife as well. Fossil beds. The wildlife they have are bison, bighorn sheep, prairie dogs, and a black-footed ferret. We've seen some bunny rabbits as well, just hopping around when we were walking through. We have not seen a black-footed ferret yet. Fingers crossed we will one day. We have been to Badlands National Park during every season, I believe. Winter is very fun because there's lots of snow. There's the kids doing snow angels, and it is very cold. It was very cold when we were there. We went at Christmas time one year, and it was very cold, but it was lots of fun. However, I will say in the winter you won't see the views aren't as magical, in my opinion, in the winter because everything's covered with snow. Some people like that, so you might rather go then. And I will say it's a little bit icier and probably not as easy to hike with kids and do the things. You just have to be very careful when you're doing it. This is another parking lot where you can just cross over, and this is where the Castle Trail is. We did this trail and it was fun, but there was a lot of sitting on our butts and sliding down so we didn't fall. I was about 5 months pregnant at this point, so I was trying to be as cautious as I could. And I will say, if you are somebody that wants to go do national parks and do in national monuments even. I would invest in the America the Beautiful pass, which gets you in. I think it's $80, and it gets you into all of the national parks. You pay a one-time fee of $80. It lasts you for a year, and you get to go to all the national parks and monuments that are included with it. I believe this was like one of our favorite areas so far that we explored. It just kind of cool the way the hills were up and down and up and down, and the kids just ran around and acted crazy. There is a visitor center and a gift shop, and I believe they are open in the spring and the summer and fall, but I think they close in the winter. I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty sure that they close in the winter. And it's definitely, there's less people there when you go in the winter because it's cold, and we homeschool, so we can kind of choose when we want to go and not be forced to go in the summer heat. Last time we went in the summer, and it was very hot and it wasn't very pleasant. And we had our dog with us at one point. We didn't realize that you weren't allowed to have the dogs in there, so we couldn't take him in. So we really couldn't, do a whole lot that time because we weren't going to leave him in the car. It's too hot. I would just say that Badlands National Park is a great place to visit, a great place to take kids, and we go back every single time we go out west. We go here. So I highly recommend going and enjoying and exploring.